Hey, I'm here to tell you about a film called Robot Dreams. It is a simple story about a dog who lives in New York City, and the dog lives in an apartment by himself, kind of peers out the window and sees a couple, another animal couple. This is, of course, a cartoon world. Sees a couple together snuggling. Thinks to himself, I'm lonely. Orders a robot in the mail by mail order and assembles the robot. And then robot and dog become friends. And robot and dog hang out. They do things together. They're best buddies. And then on a fateful trip to the beach, robot goes swimming in the water and comes back and completely rusts solid and cannot be moved from a spot where he's laying on the sand on the beach. Dog panics and tries to find any way to help his friend robot. And as the robot is sitting there, you experience the dreams of robot being reunited with dog. And each of them have these separate fates as friends. This is a beautiful movie. I saw an early screening of it a couple days ago. There is no dialogue in this movie whatsoever, but you know exactly how every character feels. It's a very interesting animation style and kind of drawn look. It looks actually like a graphic novel, like a comic book. So it kind of just has that vibe of has that vibe. It's weird. It's directed and written by a guy named Pablo Berger. Wrote it with a woman named Sarah Veron. Now it's funny because they do credit certain actors with voice acting, but they do the sounds the characters make. But there's not one line of dialogue at all. And it's a beautiful film about friendship, how we form friendships. Maybe we we drift apart from friends and then revisit the friendship. And it's just such a simple story and such a beautiful story. And it's in a weird cartoon world with like dogs and animals are anthropomorphized. It's like Zootopia, but a completely different animation style. I'll have to bring up like the poster or something so people can see it. But it's real. Yeah, I'll you know what? I'll share screen here because I want you to see the animation style. It's really interesting. So this will give you a little taste of like what it looks like. You can see there's a little of the trailer running. I'm not playing the audio because we'd probably get hit for that. But it's such a beautiful, simple story, and the audience loved it. And I can't say that this is a movie for adults necessarily. It's, I think kids would appreciate it because it doesn't spell everything out for you. It's super simple. And the idea that this robot and dog end up becoming these like beautiful friends, I don't know. It's just weird. And I loved it, and weird in human ways. It's not weird like gross or bizarre or whatever. But it played at the Cannes Film Festival, and I just think it's really worth seeing. I cannot rave about it enough. I really enjoyed it. So I'm giving a recommendation to Robot Dreams. I'd say scale of probably 7.5 for me. Just solid, simple story, 90 minutes, no dialogue. And the audience, here's what's weird. I saw it with an audience of all adults. So it was an evening screening at like 7 p.m. And all adults were watching it and they loved it. They loved it. It was just because everything pays off. And I believe it's originally, there's no dialogue, so it really doesn't matter. It's quote Spanish language, but nothing in it, like, because people don't speak, there's no subtitles. It's just characters don't speak, but you understand how they're feeling, what they're thinking. I really, really enjoyed Robot Dreams, and I recommend it over Kung Fu Panda 4. I think you could take kids to it. It's not like so sophisticated. that a kid wouldn't understand it or enjoy it. And it's got a really unique animation style, like a 2D animated style. Everything, I really am, like when I look at the style of Wish, which is this terrible sort
Mhm.
of hybrid of like, it's sort of partially like CG, but then they try to make the style like it's kind of has little 2D elements to it. I
Yeah.
hated the style of Wish. It
Yeah,
looked like
it
real.
is. It's meant to be 2D, but it's shot with 3D technology, and
It,
it just doesn't work.
it looked awful. Robot
Mhm.
Dreams is purely 2D animation. It feels like a graphic novel or a comic strip with no dialogue. Loved it. Really great film about friendship that anyone can understand. And I think it's smart. I did notice that a lot of the people in the audience were it was a lot of Hispanic community people in the
Mhm.
audience. It's probably because Pablo Berger happens to be, but like it doesn't matter. It's not, I wouldn't call it like a foreign film at all. And I really loved it. Um, so check out Robot Dreams, recommending it. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know one thing this doesn't have that Kung Fu Panda has, a Hans Zimmer music score.
Right.